The shop stood nestled between a bakery and a bookshop. It was easy to miss. People hurried by. They never glanced at the dusty window. Inside, time itself slumbered. The air hummed with the tick-tock of countless clocks. Wall clocks, grandfather clocks, cuckoo clocks, each one meticulously crafted. A symphony of time played out in the small space. Elias, the clockmaker, knew their secrets. Elias was old, his hands gnarled with age. His eyes, though, were sharp. He could see the delicate workings of time. He wasn't just a clockmaker, he was a guardian, a keeper of something ancient and powerful, something hidden beneath the floorboards of his shop, a secret only whispered in hushed tones. Elias worked late into the night. He polished a silver pocket watch. The air hung heavy with the scent of oil and dust. A chime echoed from the back of the shop. The grandfather clock. It only chimed at midnight, or when something was wrong. A shiver ran down Elias's spine. He knew that chime. It was a warning. Beneath the floorboards lay a hidden chamber. Inside, a velvet cushion held a beautiful key. The chrono key. It pulsed with a soft blue light. This key was no ordinary key. It was a conduit to the very fabric of time. One turn could stop a heart, another could turn back the years. Elias was entrusted with its protection. The key called to those who had a gift, an affinity for time. Elias had felt it when he was young, drawn to the rhythm of the universe, the ebb and flow of moments. He knew the responsibility it carried, a heavy burden and a lonely one. For centuries he had guarded the chrono key, waiting for the one who would take his place. He heard the bell above the shop door jingle. A customer at this hour? He climbed the stairs, tucking the key safely back beneath the floorboards. A young woman stood in the dimly lit shop. Her eyes scanned the clocks. They lingered on each one. Elias felt a tremor of unease. There was something about her. "Can I help you?" Elias asked, his voice raspy with age. The woman turned. Her eyes were wide and curious. I was drawn to this place," she said, her voice soft. "The clocks, they called to me. Her name was Lila. She was searching for something she couldn't quite name. A feeling, a pull towards the mysteries hidden within the clock shop. Lila had always felt a connection to time. As a child, she would lose herself in the rhythmic swing of the pendulum on her grandmother's old clock. Time seemed to bend around her. Elias watched her as she moved through the shop. He saw the way her fingers traced the edges of a sundial, the way her eyes followed the sweep of a clock's hand. He felt a knot of dread forming in his stomach. Could she be the one, the heir to the burden of the chrono key? A shadow fell across the doorway, a figure cloaked in darkness. Elias felt a chill. This was no ordinary customer. This was something ancient and evil, something that craved the power of the chrono key. The air crackled with a dark energy. The clocks in the shop began to spin wildly. Time itself seemed to warp and twist around the figure. "The key!" The figure hissed, its voice a low growl. "Give me the key, old man!" Elias knew this was the moment he had been dreading, the moment when his solitary vigil would end. He glanced at Lila, her eyes wide with fear, but also a glimmer of something else. Determination. She could feel it too. The power of the chrono key, the threat to the balance of time. Lila stepped forward. "What do you want with it?" she asked, her voice surprisingly strong. The figure laughed, a hollow, echoing sound. "To control it," it said. "To control time itself." It lunged for Elias. The battle for the fate of time had begun.